and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. No, no. Yeah. A little sugar and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. Yeah. It's shawty bad to the.
Welcome to the
Sugar
and Spice podcast.
Oh, there's alcohol in there. Yep.
Yeah, today, guys, we got a martini. So she was warned. It's just alcohol. There's no mix.
Boy.
It's a green apple, salted caramel green apple martini.
It is.
It's a sipper today, guys.
And it's separate. It tastes good. It's got good flavor. It's just, wow.
You know what? It's good then. Well, we're gonna need it anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
Because, guys, we're back.
Love is Blind.
Love is not blind.
Season 9. Season 9.
Season 9.
Denver, Colorado. It's Denver.
Midwest.
Yes, I've been there.
I'm like, this is the most Midwestern
But I was just,
season I've ever seen.
curious if they are a red state or a blue state.
Blue, I think.
Okay, well, oh, look.
Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna
Colorado.
talk.
Colorado. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think it's a blue state. I feel like it's very progressive because weed is legal.
Yes.
So I feel like it is a blue state. But guys, I'm just gonna throw it out there and say this is the most emotionally fragile season I've ever seen. I've never seen so many guys crash out. I've never seen, like, normally it's the guys that are pretty cool, calm, collected, and like the girls are usually freaking out and like crying and having like meltdowns, but I literally felt like all of the guys were like freaking out and like didn't know what they wanted to do and like crying, and I'm like, what is happening right now? Pen down.
Pen down.
Um
It's a blue state.
keep that in mind, guys. We'll touch on that after because we have some theories. So obviously we covered the 5 episodes in the pod and then Mexico. We're gonna talk about Mexico at the end because that deserves its own little spiel. Yeah.
I felt like this year they did a much better job of because me personally, I'm not a fan of the pods. I like it once they get out of the pods and the messy drama that comes with like them meeting. I enjoy
face to face. All go to the mixer.
Well, and I do enjoy in the pods when they do get engaged in person and get to see who, they've been speaking to. I like that because sometimes, we saw a couple awkward ones. But I felt they were a little more concise this season in really just narrowing it down to the couples that were going to progress outside of the pods. Whereas in past seasons,
there's a lot of filler. Yeah. And and even still, there was less compared to the other 2 seasons we've watched. Yeah. But I even still feel like they could have probably shortened it an episode or 2. It should have been like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, 3 episodes, I think,
max
would have been good enough.
Yeah. Because it was just like, there was just like a lot of back and forth, and it's like, okay, whatever. People left, people bailed. I was surprised. Me too.
More than I've never seen so many people leave.
I know. And from both sides. Like I feel like we usually see the women kind of leave, and if I would leave if I felt like there wasn't a connection for me. I'd be like, I'm gonna go home.
I'm good.
There's nothing here for me.
Why force it?
Yeah. So we're immediately gonna start off with the number 1 couple, who is Anton and Allie.
Yes.
I thought they were cute.
Very close in age.
Yes.
28, Allie's 27. He's in transportation logistics. I'm like, sure you are. And
she's a nurse.
Feel like
I did not peg him to be Russian. I really thought he was Italian.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I was like, when he was like...
Only because he was like, they call me Tony. And had he not said that, if he had just gone, because I guarantee you Anton's he's probably like Antovic or something. So like had he not said, oh, people call me Tony.
Yeah, okay.
I would have thought something different.
I'll give you that.
But I was like, oh, this guy. And she's Brazilian. And I honestly really like her. Like, she's so cute. She's really sweet.
Yes. And like...
She's so pretty.
And I thought it was like very endearing that the two of them had very similar backgrounds. Like they were talking about how like they didn't know, like they both can
immigrant
speak three languages.
Yeah, immigrant families
had to learn English like at like 8 years old.
Yeah,
which is
say like I didn't necessarily find him instantly attractive, but I would have probably put him at like a 6. But then he had a really good personality for me.
Yeah,
he was really sweet. He was a little bit of a yapper, and I don't know if it's because he was nervous.
Maybe.
But like there was just a couple moments where I was like, "Are you gonna let her say anything?" And I say that being a yapper myself, I can call it. And then yeah, like I was actually shocked at how fast they like jumped to them.
Well,
but there was probably nothing else there.
But we also don't know the timeline, right?
Yeah,
like we don't.
That was yeah.
We don't even know the order of people getting engaged. Like potentially they could have been the second or third couple getting engaged. Like we don't know.
I definitely feel like she said that she didn't have anybody else there. So I feel like they probably like maybe like day 3 or 4 maybe
started focusing on
yeah. So then like they get engaged and we see them meet each other and it was super cute.
Good for
They had a great I loved it because he didn't have his glasses on. He was like
I know. I'm like, sir, put your glasses on.
Just I'm like, get them off the top of your head.
A little blindy. Like, put your glasses on. For this, you want to be able to see them and not look like this.
There was a part of me that was like kind of worried that she wasn't going to be as into him.
Yeah.
Just like physically. But then like when she did, I was like, oh, they're super cute together.
Yeah.
And he was very attentive and like very, very nice with her. So like, yeah, I was like, they're cute. And I'm interested to see like how they mesh and meld and see what happens. And then couple number 2, we'll do Ed and KB. Want to do them because so I had a nickname for him because I wasn't able to see his name fast enough the first time. Oh, I called him Urkel because he reminds me of Steve Urkel. The U2. Yeah. I was like, that's Steve Urkel right there because like he's given off all of the vibes. Nerdy, and then I dubbed them like Beauty and the Dork.
I felt very afraid like when he was like I pegged her for like being into sports. Like she seemed tall.
Mm-hmm.
So when she was like, yeah, I played basketball in college, I'm like, okay. And then he was like, I played football. And I'm like, okay. And then
I peg him to be a running back.
No.
What did he say? He's a defense. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm like, he, to me, does not fit a defensive mold at all. And I don't know what season, if it was last season or 2 seasons ago, where the one guy, or
Nick,
maybe further.
Kicker Nick? Kicker Nick, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I played football. I'm like, sir, you're 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
So don't. So I was worried with him saying those things that she was going to start imagining someone.
Honestly, I think she kind of knew that he was a nerdy weirdo, like kind of kooky. Because she even said she was like, he would have never been somebody that I would have walked past or talked to. And like, I'm sorry, like to me, she's a baddie. I was like, this is a baddie girl. Like, I'm like, she has standards. But like, I also look at it as like, I don't know. I've started to think that maybe I need a man like that because like I'm very hyper independent. I'm very strong and and like sometimes you need that soft masculine man to like balance you out. Mm-hmm. Not to say that they're not going to protect you or whatever, but like sometimes you can't have 2 alphas together or you'll like hit heads. Like I was just watching and I just kept comparing him with AD's what's his name? Ollie. So in my mind I was just like the difference between the 2 guys because I felt her to be very similar to AD.
Oh.
So I was just like oh, like I think like he's like really suited with her. Like they're cute. And I'm just like, this guy's so high energy. I'm like, what are we doing jumping? What are we lunging? What are we doing?
He's very eccentric.
Very.
His backstory makes me very nervous. I think we see some of that come out, like even
in Mexico, yeah. Yeah. I think he lets the other guys get to him too much too. Like when they're all chatting and stuff like that, and they're just like in his ear about stuff. Because like he just does come off, and I think he said it too. Like he is the nice guy.
He is a nice guy, but I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, we'll see as it progresses. I feel like
they're gonna have
a lot of childhood trauma.
Yeah.
That he.
But she also did too.
Yes,
she also
she's a social worker.
Yes.
So you know she's already
she's done her therapy.
She's done her therapy. Now
you can tell too because she kind of tries to like therapy him along the way.
I feel like, so I don't know what's gonna happen later on, but part of me feels like they were in the pods together, she was looking at him almost like a little project. Like, I can fix him, I can help him.
Yeah.
I can.
It's almost like I can mommy him.
I can save
Yeah.
him. Because I
can make him into the man that would be perfect for me.
Because I don't think, based on like what like they were talking about, like, I don't think he's done the therapy that he needs to do.
I don't think he's done anything. And I'm so sorry, but I think he needs to be on medication. He needs ADHD meds or something. Because it's
like
no, I mean that in like the nicest way possible, because they look at him and I go, I can tell that your brain is just always going at 150.
Yeah.
Right? And just to like
it's not to diagnose, but it's like, obviously, and who knows what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just to say that I think, and who knows if his childhood is playing
trauma, whatever,
a part in that, but it's like, sir, like, you need to do the work, you need to heal yourself. And it kind of ticks me off with like Love is Blind that they don't vet people.
They really should. Like, come on.
Look at, well, even if we go back, not last season, 2 seasons, Tyler.
Yep.
A very simple search would have been like, this man has 3 children.
Yeah.
And he is not a sperm donor to at least 2 of those children.
Yep.
So
yeah, there's no background checks. There's no and it's like, this is a borderline safety issue because you're putting people in close quarters, you're adding alcohol into mix, and it's like, it makes me think too that like you never know what type of medication people are on, so some stuff shouldn't be mixed with alcohol.
Well, and like, also, I don't know which country. I feel like it was like Love is Blind somewhere in South America. They had like a guy, I don't know if he killed her, but he like assaulted.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
Right. So it's like, you like, as a show, like, you need to do a better job not putting people in, and it's always the women that are going to be in danger.
100%. 100%. 100%.
And even like, if you go back, like, there's been other scenarios, like just even on US Love is Blind, where it's like people are
you even look at Love Island with Ollie and AD.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We were one step away from a full-blown domestic.
Right.
So like, whether production stepped in and was like,
you're out of here.
Yeah, you need to go cool off. But at any rate, he should have never been allowed back. Sorry. Like, it's just a safety issue. And like, I think you would get, I want to say this, but like, I will. I think if they had more of those safety protocols in place, you would have a better crop of people.
Oh, absolutely.
Auditioning for the show.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
I think part of it is like, I think they've done enough like seasons that
people know now,
and they're not getting people who are necessarily there with the right intentions. Right? Like, they're getting people who want to be like Instagram famous.
Yeah, which I think then
promote their business or whatever.
Which then I almost wonder if we need like an age bracket. Like at some point, are we going to have to make it where it's like 25 and up or something, right? Or 30. Why don't you have a season where they're all 30 and over?
Well, I think you
30 and 40.
A little bit more.
Do 30 and up. And these are people who, like, in my situation where it's like, you know what? Like, I'm really looking for love. Nothing's happened on the home front. Let's go figure it out.
Yeah.
But catch me.
Life experience also.
Exactly.
You're not like 20. I don't know. What's the youngest here?
Anna was 27.
I guess they're all.
Allie's 27.
Max is 26.
Yeah, fair.
There's many in their late 20s.
Yeah, and I would say this is
in early 30s, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we might as well just jump right into Sparkle Megan.
Okay. So we talked about this very briefly before, and I'm like, no, we need to say this for the show. But we're like, I'm sorry, but you're not. What did she say? 32?
She said she's 32. I don't think she's 32.
And I say this with love in my heart and being older as well, but I'm like, I would keg her.
I say that not only the way, like, she looks, and I'll say because she said she got her boobs reduced, like she got her implants taken out.
Yeah.
Does she? I feel like she has a BBL.
Oh, she absolutely does.
Because everybody was like, your butt, and I'm like, what's up with her butt? I don't really.
She's got a BBL.
She got a BBL for sure. And I'm like, it makes me wonder if she's had filler dissolve. Like I want to see what she looked like 5 years ago compared to now.
See, I think part of the other thing that got my wheels turning was like outside of the looks. But at one point, she was like, normally I date older, but then she was like, but then I did date someone who was significantly younger, and I was like,
he had to have been like 20, yeah,
21,
100%.
So I'm like,
I guarantee you that was a sugar mama thing. He was probably younger and saw her as like, and that's the other thing that makes me wonder about her age too, because she seems awfully successful for 32. Like she has like an awful lot of stuff and like monetary, like and portfolio to being only 32. Not to say that people can't do it,
but she's like, I already was in the oil and gas industry.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like
it takes a couple years to build up in that.
You've been to college or like college in the US. So you've at least been to college. So that puts you at like at least
21 graduation at 20 or whatever.
Like 20.
Yeah.
20s regardless. So then you're in that industry for a few years. I don't know.
And yeah, it just seems like it's a really short time period to do all that, to like get your name made in the oil industry and then sell something and get out and just do your own thing now.
Well, I think it sounded like the company that she was with got sold and then she probably got a buyout.
Maybe. And then she just maybe made some good investments or something. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like I agree with the fact that I think she feels a little bit older. She's
maybe, like you were saying, like I would be
37-ish.
Late 30s. I'd be like, okay, I can accept that.
Yeah. 32. Yeah, I don't know. Or you've had some really bad work done. But I don't think she's had any. Like I look at her face and I'm like, you don't look like you've had any like facial work done.
And I'm like, is that it then? Like I don't know.
Are we just so used to on the show seeing people with like filler lip, like
we don't. I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like, I don't know.
Anyway, so who is on her roster? She has Blake, Mike,
and Jordan.
And
they're all very different.
Very different.
Mike and Jordan more similar in personality.
Yes. Mike 100% hated him from the beginning. Clocked him right off the bat. I'm like, you are gross. I don't like you.
You're gross.
You're skeezy 37. Oh, that's exactly what you are.
When he was talking in the boy men's quarters about like his platonic friend.
Oh yeah, his ex-girlfriend who now has a boyfriend, and they sauna and hot tub together. Mike, I know what you're doing. Don't you worry. We all know. And he was like, I really like the trad rolls.
He was so off-putting to me. When he came on to camera, I was like, I felt like a physical repulsion. Like he was
there. You couldn't pay me. Like I was like, this is fuckboy vibes. He gives me 37-year-old fuckboy vibes. Like you've been divorced.
You're too old for this.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's been divorced.
He is just, I don't even know. Like
I don't think he talked anything about his past. Like he was vague about a lot of things. And then what really pissed me off is when she was like, well, I have other connections. He got pissed at that. This is the name of the game. You are in here to make multiple connections. Just because nobody else was biting at you, Mike, doesn't mean you have the right to sit there and get snippy with her for her being like, well, I'm still figuring it out.
Well, and it's like, that should have just told Meg everything she needed to know right there when he got mad and that he had no other connections.
Yeah.
So basically everyone else sniffed out exactly what Mike was.
100%. But I feel like he's like what she said, he's exactly what she would go for in the real world because he's exactly like all of those older men that she would date. Right? So then that's probably felt comfortable.
I also didn't like it how he was like withholding his age. Like he did like
really?
What does it matter?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Like, and the other thing that really bothered me was like, he's like talking about how much money he has, and I'm like, this is so shallow, but I'm like, okay, buddy, but if you have so much money, like,
why are you here?
Laser
Yeah.
resurfacing on your face.
But then also, if you have so much money, why didn't you just hire a matchmaker?
That too.
I'm so sorry.
Both of them, actually. Yeah. Meg's talking about how like rich she is. Why don't you hire a matchmaker?
Yeah.
Like
if I had money,
of cash to throw around.
Millionaire matchmaker, Patty, where are you? Patty, come at me.
Yes.
I will hire you to only help me for a month and a half. Like,
no, but
it's true.
Like, if you have so
why are you going on a free show? Yeah. Yeah.
See how Love is Blind works. Like, yeah. Sorry, no offense. It doesn't have it's good TV. It doesn't have the best.
Yeah. But so that's Mike. Well, we know she didn't pick Mike. So, but I think I thought she would like
through the pods, halfway through the pods. I'm like, she didn't pick Mike.
Yeah. I think
the whole rest of the season.
So Blake left.
Well, we're doing in not the right
whatever.
Order, but Blake had another connection, which we'll talk about in a second, and she left. And
yes.
then Blake, I don't know if he was putting all his eggs in her basket.
I feel like,
or if she inspired him because he was like, well, you know what, I don't have that strong connection with.
Yeah, yeah, but I feel like because I don't get it because I really thought that like him and Megan had like a good little thing going, but like I feel like had he stayed and then put his eggs in Megan's basket, I feel like we would have been down to Jordan and him.
Oh yeah.
Like Mike wouldn't even have been in the picture.
Yeah.
Because I think immediately, like I felt like every time Megan came out of the pods after talking to Mike, she was like upset or annoyed or.
It was just such a douche. Like
yes.
He was trying to like throw Jordan under the bus at the end about
that should not be like I don't understand why we're allowed. This season, it really bothered me. I'm like, why are the guys talking so much? Like, why are we not putting that in the rules where you're not allowed to talk about what goes on in the pods?
No idea. Bless his heart.
Bless that man's heart. There's nothing going on. The lights are on. Nothing's home.
Bless his heart. He had no idea. And obviously Mike figured it out. But then he's like, he was fully willing to throw Jordan under the bus. Like, he's like, oh, I just don't think that,
you'd be like, he's not your type.
Like, yeah, I hate to break this news to you, but you are not attractive either. So
No.
I actually, based on Jordan's personality, if those two were presented in front of me, I would
be Jordan 100%.
Because he really guy.
Initially, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know how I feel about him because he's kind of like quirky and weird. But like him and Megan, they have her dad died of type 1 juvenile type diabetes. His son has it. And I think the only thing that would be a little off-putting is the fact that he does have a vasectomy. It can get reversed, but there's still that chance. Like, you never know, right?
Yeah.
But hey, like, at least he was smart. And he said, he was like, listen, I was just smart. Like, he's like, I didn't want another unplanned pregnancy. So, and I'm so sorry, guys, but this is what we should be doing. Men should be getting vasectomies when they're 18. Be responsible.
Yes.
So, I mean, like, we might as well say she picks Jordan.
Yeah.
She picks Jordan. I think
after Mike trying to throw him under the bus at the last.
I think that right there is the testament of it. I think he wanted the trip.
What?
He wanted the trip.
Yeah. Like, I think Mike is so shallow. Like, he wouldn't have liked Megan.
No.
Like, that's not his cup of tea.
No, I don't think she's like enough.
There's not enough. And there's not enough.
Yeah, because she got them removed.
Right.
Like, I feel like he would have been like, oh, can we get them put back in? Maybe just a little. Yeah, and like, yeah. So Jordan, we like Jordan. He has a son. He's tattooed.
Very tattooed.
Very tattooed.
I just have a couple small ones. I'm like, pardon me, sir. Like, don't lie.
That's like me saying I have a couple small ones.
Full leg.
Yeah, he has like the full tribal too in the colors, and it goes all the way up.
And he has like the blacked out.
Yeah, whatever. It's just blackout.
Okay, yeah, he has blackout tattoos, which I'm like, wow, that's a lot.
Chances are it's probably covering something stupid he got, but yeah. The only thing I'll say that worries me is that I don't think he's financially on her level.
Oh, absolutely. He's absolutely not financially on her level.
And I don't know if she's willing to concede on things, right? Like, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, we get it. You make a lot of money, but you don't always have to, like, live up here. Like, you can live comfortably.
Yes.
You don't have to live in luxury. Like, well, he was like, I have one pair of Gucci shoes. But God bless him.
Like, I was like, when she was talking about her car, like, she was talking, like, and I'm like, so
what is it? Yeah.
Why don't you just tell us if you're going to be all like, I drive a real nice car? I'm like, okay, what is
I know, and here they are naming them all, and I'm like, they're not any of those, then what the fuck are you driving?
I think my guess would be either a Range Rover, because I don't think he said that, or one of those Porsche, the SUV Porsche.
Maybe.
Con or something, I think they're called.
Yeah, something like that.
When you see influencers on Instagram are always driving one of those two cars.
Yeah.
So it's one of those two.
Yeah, probably. And then so they get engaged, and I think their first reactions to each other were cute. Like, I think it was very well. I think she was happy with him. Like, because
I think Mike got it into her head, so she was like, "Oh my God, who am I going to walk out to?" Right?
Yep.
And then she saw him, and I think there was relief.
Yes.
I think he is more. I would do something about his hair, but
100%. He's not a bad looking guy.
He's not a bad looking guy.
No, like,
I don't know what Mike.
He has good hygiene. Like,
yeah, I don't know what Mike thinks.
I think he was just grasping at straws. I think he was like, I'm going down on a ship, and I need to do a last ditch effort to try to win this broad. I literally think that's what he wanted to do. So, circling back to Blake is in a triangle with another guy, Patrick, and this girl, Anna.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, Patrick's in his other, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I think Anna left, like she like pieced out, and poor Patrick.
So the thing with Patrick is that he is Chinese.
He's half Chinese and half Cambodian.
And Anna was
full Chinese.
And neither of them being in Denver, neither of them had ever dated, like.
Which is so funny because I feel like there's not a lot of Asians, so I'm like, how have you guys not come in contact with each other? Just saying. However, like.
So they bonded over that.
Yes.
They were both like.
I really had high hopes for her because I really liked her. I thought she was cute. I thought she had a good personality.
I saw on Reddit that apparently she had a boyfriend, and that's why she left. Like a boyfriend in real life.
I wonder if. Do I think it was a boyfriend? I don't know, but I wonder if it was like a parent setup, because she even said, she was like, my mom's not happy I'm here. Yeah. So I feel like I'm like, ooh, is this like an arranged thing? Because they do, in fact, do arranged relationship marriages in China and in Chinese culture. So I'm like, it makes me wonder if it's like one of those situations.
Okay. Yeah, because she's like, I've never not talked to my mom for
advice or whatever, right? I did. And like, Patrick's a little bit of a weirdo, and I don't know if it's because he's super insecure about his heritage. Like, I just didn't understand he's an odd duck.
Like, and this is where, like, you know, we talk about mediocre men being like uber confident, and it's like, where do you get this confidence from? That was like embodied.
I had it written down, and I was like, why does a medium ugly man have so much audacity and confidence? Yes. Like, where do they just go to the store and be like, I'd like that, please?
I like that audacity, and I'd like that confidence.
Yeah.
And now I have it.
Yeah. So like, he's obviously getting on with Anna, and then he goes to the pod, and I feel like he was getting ready to propose to her.
Anna, yeah.
Yeah. When he was going into that pod, he was ready. Nobody's in the other side of the pod. And you know what really sucked is he's like popping his head out trying to find somebody. I'm like, how are they not going to tell him? And they tell Blake.
That made me mad because I'm like, why are you not? And they didn't tell Megan either.
No.
Because one of the guys had to tell her.
Yeah, because Megan came in.
Yeah.
And Blake was gone. Like, that's traumatizing to me on its own. I'd be like, I'm done. Take me home. I can't do this anymore. This is embarrassing. Like, what do you mean you didn't even pop into a pod?
Anna had just had, was it with Patrick?
Yeah.
Conversation about ghosting people. And she's like, it was with Blake.
Oh, Blake. Yeah.
And they were saying, I've never ghosted anyone where like we've had like good. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And then like the speculation was, did they leave together? Did like something happen? I think a couple of the guys were like, oh, did they leave together? Like, yeah, like Blake left, blah, blah, blah. And I think Patrick knew that Blake was Anna's other connection, right? So then now Patrick's like, shit, what am I going to fucking do?
So desperate to get a connection on the...
And to be fair, he was stuck between her and Casey. Casey. So that girl was talking. That girl's a lot. She's a lot. When she was like talking about her sister and stuff like that, and she's like, oh yeah, my sister sings in Korea. She's part of an idol group. I was like, is she part of Cat's Eye? Because that's the only Korean international, like, Cat's Eye is an international girl group where, yeah. So they have the song Gnarly and like a couple other songs. And Gabriella is another song. I think her sister is in she's one of the girls. Like that has to be her, because I don't know of another white girl who would be singing in an idol group, because if she's doing like exactly what Casey said she was doing. So. I don't listen to girl groups, so that's as far as my expert goes. But immediately I was like, it has to be one of the girls from Cat's Eye. It has to be.
But what if she's just like an unknown in Korea? Like they just...
But she wouldn't, like, you wouldn't be living there and being an unknown. Like, it doesn't happen. You're either an idol for a company or you're not. I'm going to have to do some research for the next slide, because I didn't, like, you're either part of a group, a company, and an idol, or you're not. Like, there's no lower level.
You keep going.
So she's 32. She was what, a makeup artist, I think?
And
hairstylist.
Because she said she did weddings, but then she's like, but I'd love to travel. When do you have the time to travel? Like, you're doing weddings.
She might do travel weddings. Ooh. Yeah, she might do travel weddings. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want her to do my hair and makeup, just saying.
What about Annie?
Well, we'll get there. Absolutely not. No. So Casey, she had two connections too, right? Didn't she have...
Who is she?
Hold on, let me find it. Maybe she didn't. I feel like maybe she... No, she... Or maybe she like bailed on people like super early. Yeah, because we start the season with her and Patrick, and then it goes to Patrick and Anna, and then that way. So I feel like, yeah, maybe her only connection was Patrick. Guys, this is very confusing, those pod episodes. I'm trying to make sense of it all. But I actually kind of low-key died when Patrick quoted Johnny Bravo, and I was like, please don't ever quote Johnny Bravo ever again.
What did he...
I can't remember exactly what he quoted, but I was like, please don't quote Johnny Bravo. That's weird. He's like, oh, baby.
Her sister and her dad are like a little group together, based on what I'm...
Are you... Oh,
yeah,
God.
she's not.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, then. That's weird.
Someone was like, I don't know why I was imagining one of the members from Blackpink.
No, nobody from Blackpink's white.
So, but...
All Blackpink is Asian. Okay, so anyway, they're like, I love you. They meet each other. I instantly knew it wasn't going to happen.
Did you get Leo and
yes.
What's her face vibes? He's like, so creepy.
I know. I was like,
oh, please.
I think he was like, I'm a winner. She was like,
I think she was in shell shock.
I think, yeah.
I think she had something built up in her head that did not materialize for her.
Yeah, no, I think she was...
He did it to himself. He shot himself in the foot by talking himself, by being his mediocre man, audacity and confidence, talking himself up, like, I'm a good looking
also
guy,
too, like,
she has something going on up here.
I think too, like, what really annoyed me with him is he was starting to like freak out about having to propose. And I'm like, this is the whole point of the show. Like, you knew what the premise of the show was.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're like, I don't know, it's a really big commitment. You don't have to get fucking married at the end of it.
No.
But, like, you knew that this was the premise of the show. Like, you knew that you were going to have to ask her to marry. I don't know, man. Marriage is a really big commitment. Yeah, no shit, Patrick. Like, fuck. Anyway, you could see in the aftermath of her after meeting interview, and she was just like, it's just a lot to take in. Oh my God. I feel like she was trying to convince herself.
I think she was trying to convince herself because of the ring.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm like, do the guys like pick this ring? Like, they're like, here, pick a ring.
It must be like, here, pick a ring. And I think what
like, if you make it to the end, you have to buy it.
No, I think that the guys must give them like a budget. Like the
guy,
whoever is
fair,
must say, my budget is between this and this.
Like 3,000 and 5,000.
And then they come with whatever is 3,000 to 5. Here's some options for you. And then they pick what they think the girl will like. It
was a nice ring.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was really, really nice.
Really big.
So
she was one of the few where you could actually
see the diamond. Yeah.
So you knew it was big.
Yeah. And then we like see the next morning. And I was like, the minute,
I don't know,
like after they, or whatever. Whenever they're done the pods,
they go to the hotel.
You always know when you see the girl's hotel or the man. I'm having Taylor and Daniel flashbacks.
Yes.
Shit's going down.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and she's crying and she was just like, it's just a lot. Like, I don't want to do it on the show. I want off the show. And then immediately I'm like, oh no, she's not attracted to him at all.
No.
She does not want to go near him.
Producers were trying to get her to say that, to admit it. And she was just like,
I just don't think the physical attraction will ever be there.
Which I'm like, fair.
Fair.
She talked about her dad and stepmom.
Yeah.
And because her dad was like, I don't know about the show. Because like, he's like, how you don't know? Which I'm like, okay, for me, I would think going on the show.
I couldn't.
Yes, you can have that emotional connection.
But you still need to have that physical.
If you walk out and the person is repulsive to you, like to you personally.
Everybody has their own. Yes.
So if that person does not meet any criteria for your personal
100%.
It's not going to work.
No.
Doesn't matter how strong of a connection you have emotionally.
I love that. And I will always say that unless I'm sexually attracted to you, physically attracted to you, then we're just friends. And I don't need any more friends. I'm so sorry. But like, I have to be attracted to you.
Yeah.
And I do believe, I don't think that grows. I'm so sorry because at this age, we're just going to get worse. Unless Patrick, you're going to start coming to the gym with me every fucking day. Because I think if he would, he could get a little bit more attractive because he would lose that double chin.
I was going to say, you got to do, there's some other things.
Yeah.
Face that we
I mean, maybe we could do a better hair, but like, okay, we could like maybe work on it, but.
He has this look where he's like, just looks dumb.
Yeah. He looks like a blockhead.
Like, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know.
And I feel like he also was like this the whole time. I'm like, I don't know if it's a nervous tick thing.
I'm getting such a Leo vibe, but watching the whole thing, like when Leo was like so handsy.
I know. Like, so then he was kind of under the impression that like, okay, so you want to like, we'll just take this slow. We'll take it outside of the show and whatever.
And she's like, tell no though, which I like that because I'm like,
did the producers ever actually tell him? Because he asks them right at the end, like,
I don't know if they told him or didn't tell him, but I'm sure eventually.
At that point, you have to tell him.
Eventually, I'm sure they figured it out when we see him probably after.
Probably. She was like, well, you could find me on Instagram. That should have been your first indication. And we see.
You have my phone number. I don't know. If you really did want to keep in contact with
me. You have napkin?
Napkin. Here's my phone number.
Yeah. He should have just known right there. And then we see the previews for the next coming ones, and we see him at the mixer later on. So.
Anna's there.
I know.
Too, I think.
Yes. So that'll be good to see.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, I mean, we might as well jump into Madison and Joe because I also fucking hate Joe.
I can't wait to talk about Mexico.
Oh, I know. Guys, this might be a little bit longer of an episode just because there are quite a few things that we need to get through. I'm so sorry.
Okay, let's just go through this. So poor Madison has...
This poor girl.
I wrote it down.
Good job.
Retinitis pigmentosa. So basically she doesn't have very good vision in low light. She doesn't have very good peripheral vision. And there is the potential, like, as things progress with this condition, that she could go completely blind.
Yeah.
She said that she knows other people with it that's younger than her that already have worse vision than her. There's other people who get into their 90s before.
Yeah, and she's like, then you're just old anyway.
Yeah, which is fair, because, like, I'm sure nobody's vision's super good at that age. So, like, but it is something she wanted to be open with Joe about, because she's like, hey, like, this could be something that could be very impactful in my life.
I'm so sorry, but he is not the type that's going to want to take care of you if you're half blind.
So,
because I don't think she had another connection, did she?
I don't think either of them had another connection.
I think it was just, they were giving me Nick and Hannah vibes. Especially in Mexico.
Yeah, but I actually liked Nick.
Yeah, Nick was decent. Hannah was the problem. So they were just like, Nick.
Hannah was the problem there. And I don't think Madison is.
No, she's sweet. She's sweet. No, I feel like they're reversed. Like, she's Nick, he's Hannah.
And, like, even when she was talking about, like, cats, he's like, well, do you have cat hair and everything? It's like,
I have a sign as you enter my house that says, the cats live here and you don't. So deal with the cat hair.
So, and I just wrote, he seems like he would be more of a dog person. Yes.
And then he was like,
if I had dogs, would you be asking the same thing?
He was like, oh, well, like, if it sheds, bro, all dogs shed.
Pretty much.
And I'm so sorry. You can't tell. I personally, like, and I love dogs, but I also hate wet dog smell. So I will take cats over wet dog smell any day. And yeah, my cats sleep in my bed, Joe. My cats sleep on me, Joe.
There is cat hair on
There's cat hair everywhere.
Me too. So
it's fine.
It's fine.
Like, that just comes with owning the pet. And I just, like, I even wrote down, I was like, I don't think he, like, when she was, like, telling him about what was going to go down and what was going to happen, like, he looked terrified.
Absolutely.
He was like,
his eyes were like saucers. Like,
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was like, I just don't believe him. I think
they got engaged somehow. And then
I feel like she had to, like, pull it out of him, though. It was one of those situations where she's, like, trying to, like, pull him to answer. And at that point, I'm like, girl, just walk away. Like, but so they get engaged, and he is another one who I think was shocked.
Oh, yes, I wrote. And Joe seems like he's in shock.
And it's unfortunate, too, because I thought she looked really pretty. I thought she was really, like, the dress was pretty, but I kind of figured I know his type.
He said it when they were in Mexico. He's like, I typically go for smaller girls.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's just what you're going to have to go with, right? And, like, you always know when they do that after meet interview, and they're just like, man, I don't even know what to say. Like, I just don't even know. So I got more beef with him, but that's for Mexico.
That's for Mexico. So,
and we might as well just segue right into, because we had another triangle.
Well, it was a square. Because it was, are we talking about Nick?
Yeah, Nick, Annie.
Kate.
Yes, sorry, Kate. I forgot Kate never made it out. That's why.
So there was Nick and Kate.
Yeah.
And then Annie and Brendan.
Yes, I actually, in the beginning, I did not like Brendan. He was kind of, like, rubbing the wrong way. But then in the end, I was like, cool. Like, I actually genuinely like him. Like, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think in the long run, I don't think it ever would have worked out anyway between him and Annie.
Brendan and Annie.
Yeah. Because I think he's probably too progressive and she's very conservative. Oh, side note also too, who was Casey grew up Mormon?
Yes.
I was really thrown off by that. I was like, interesting. Okay.
She's gone the other way now.
I know, you're completely opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Annie, get your hair fixed. Whoever told you that color was a good color on you lied.
Well, she told herself that because she's the hairstylist. So she was like, Annie is a lot. Annie looks both young and old at once. Like, I'm like 29. Then I'm like, okay. In some lights, I'm like 29, and then in other lights,
And then
I'm like
her hair like washes her out. Like you look like a 40-year-old milkmaid.
Then yes, but then her eyebrows are a lot. And I just feel
they were chunky and dark, and I'm like, ma'am, you have like, and she has really blue eyes.
Yes.
So I'm like, keep it blonde, honey.
There's a lot.
Go blonde.
There's a lot, and then also her hairline. She has
yeah.
And is a lot.
I wondered if it was a wig at one point.
I thought that too, because I'm like,
or like a partial wig or something, like a U-wig.
Maybe.
Because I'm like, who has that much hair on the top of their head like that? Because it didn't look like extensions because it was too much.
Maybe it's a piece.
Maybe like a head, like a halo.
Yeah.
Maybe, or maybe like a U something or whatever.
She's not my favorite one.
No, she. Well, I mean, we might as well just. So she ends up not picking Brendan
because Brendan didn't choose her, which I thought was kind of. But I'm like, okay.
You're sitting there talking about like you're calling him husband and asking about the future,
and he's asking you like, what color's our front door?
Yeah.
Like, how do you see our house together?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what about that conversation wasn't like, I don't envision a future with you.
I think she just like needed somebody who was just gonna like placate her with like everything all the time. And I think like, I don't know, because I don't feel like it was equal. I don't feel like she was as into him as he was into her. Yeah. Like he just seemed more into asking her questions, getting to know her, and like trying to like keep the conversation going. Yeah. And I'm like, she's like a wet fucking napkin.
Yes. And then as this is going on, Nick and Kate,
he tells her he loves her.
And she has had the most enormous boobs I've ever seen.
When she was wearing the one dress,
the blue dress. So I'm like, I'm a straight woman.
I'm pretty sure we probably.
And that's all I could look at was.
I was looking at her boobs and I'm like, I'm pretty sure we have the same size, and you wouldn't catch me dead wearing a dress like that without a bra. Ma'am, how are you going without a bra is my question.
No, I was like,
yeah.
Those are like knockers. They like, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
That was a lot. That outfit was a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even hear what you're saying. Like, I don't know what's happening. Anyways, like, I felt bad for her. Like, she talked about how she was in an 8-year relationship, got engaged. Her mom passes away, and as she's dealing with her poor mother's death, she gets cheated on.
And I think the downfall for them, which we're going to talk about his views on things, is when he was what really fucking pissed. So after he says, I love you, like, I'll see you tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. That following day, not even 24 hours later, they have like the conversation about God and being in religion and being part of Christianity and all that stuff. When she had previously said to him, I don't believe, because I look at what happened to my mom and I said to my sister, how could God exist and allow this to happen?
Right.
Fair. When people want to make that assumption and make that argument with me, I'm like, you know what? You're totally right, because I agree with you. If God truly exists and if there was a higher power that could intervene in things, there would be no children die. Like, there wouldn't be childhood diseases, childhood cancer. Like, your mom literally getting riddled with cancer.
When she was describing that, I was like, how? I'm like, is this?
I was like, did they not catch it? Like,
well, I'm like, and how do you not? I feel like as things are.
She's like, oh, tumors
on her neck, and like she had like
bones and shit. Yeah. I'm like, how does colon cancer become all of that?
Let it go.
I guess, yeah.
And just start spreading everywhere else. But I'm like, man, you'd think you'd have, if your colon cancer was that severe, you'd think you'd have symptoms, which would be red flags.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is this healthcare in the U.S.?
Probably. So then I feel like so after he had that one date with her in the pod where he was like, I love you, I can see a future with you, I'll see you tomorrow, he immediately had his follow-up date with Annie.
Yeah.
And that's when he also asked her, well, how do you feel about LGBTQ? How do you feel about Christianity? Blah, 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 blah.
And then she made the comment about, like, he's like, you know, what if one of your kids was gay? And she was like,
well, I would just want to make sure that they're making the best decision. I'm like, just say you wouldn't accept him.
Right. Absolutely.
Just say. Because whether or not you agree with the lifestyle or not, that is your child. And I will love you regardless. That is unconditional love of your children, is I love you regardless. I obviously always want you to make the safe decisions and right decisions and be careful, but I will support you in whatever endeavors you do.
But I would, like, as a, like, heterosexual parent, like, you, because obviously that, like, wasn't your path in life, so it may be a little bit surprising or shocking to hear that from your child, because, like, as a heterosexual person, you probably in your mind have like a plan, like not a plan, but like
you have an idea. Like, if I have a daughter, I know she's going to get married to a man. Like,
you're envisioning,
absolutely.
Like, but so it might be a little bit of a shock at first, fair, but it's like, but you're still going to love them regardless. Like,
that's your child.
It does not change who they are as
I'm not going to try to put them in a conversion camp, which I feel like they would do, just saying.
Well, okay.
So,
please, can we go the story?
We'll end off Kate. So, and then in that side, then he's telling Annie that he loves her. So not only has he told Kate he loves her an hour before, now he's telling Annie. He's understanding that Annie and him are aligning on everything. The next day, he goes in like a fucking hound. And like, I felt like he was going in there so aggressive with Kate the next day. And then it was immediately like, well, like, okay, so I'm just trying to narrow it down. Like, what do you feel about this? And she was like, I already told you. Right. He was like, no, you and bro flew off the handle and then left.
Yeah.
Like, I do genuinely feel bad for Kate. I hope she goes to that mixer and I hope she just like tears him a new asshole. Because I think she does. I think we see a clip of her out there and she says to him, did you not tell her that you told me you loved me?
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that episode.
Yes.
So essentially now Annie is his only option.
Yes.
And I'm going to throw it out there and say they are 100%, 150% mega.
Yes. So
you deep dived on that.
So Nick. So I'll just say as an aside, he thinks he's so funny. He's not funny. You're not funny. He's not funny.
Nope.
I don't find him funny at all. And also, he told that wonderful story about his mom coming to him in high school and asking him if he was gay. And I'm like, yes, because you are.
Yeah.
There. And then he's like,
you're bi at the very least.
Oh, at the very least. At the very least. When he was telling he was like, oh yeah, like, he's like, it's totally normal to go in a group chat with a bunch of guys and like talk about how like your dick is curly or whatever he said there. And I'm like, I look over at Dave and he's like, nobody talks about that.
Is this what's happening?
Talking about their dick.
No, I think he meant to download Tinder and he downloaded Grindr.
Oh, absolutely. And then he just went with it.
Yep.
And I'm like, I guarantee you when they get to Mexico, like, he's gonna be like, how do you feel about butt stuff? On me. Like,
but shh, don't tell the church. But it's okay, sodomy's in the Bible, we're good.
Like, he is like a self-hate, like, because of what he grew up in and because of his like MAGA or Christian beliefs, like he obviously I think he has awareness of where his preference is, and he doesn't want to come out because he's self-hating.
Yeah, and it was like immediately after he like literally emotionally destroyed poor Kate.
Yes.
He goes in and goes, I love you, Annie. Let's get married. You're the only one I love, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I felt so bad because then he goes back in and poor Brendan's crying.
You could tell.
He did that on purpose. You knew he was sitting there. Don't fucking lie to me.
Tell that who the guys like in the men's quarters who
was buddies.
Who's buddy, and nobody's buddy with Nick. No,
everybody thinks he's a little bit weird.
Yeah,
nobody wanted to share a room with him because they were afraid.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't kink shame. I don't sexual identity shame. Just be honest.
Just be honest, because
it's 2025.
You are giving the vibe. Absolutely. Like, I'm sure.
Did your parents put you in conversion camp?
I'm sure every straight man in that quarter was like, straight, Okay.
And then he goes, so then, like, Brendan kind of, like, walks away, and then he goes again to try to talk to him, and he's like, bro.
Not now.
Like,
no.
Like, you literally went in there and you sabotaged me.
Right.
Like, you went and talked shit to Annie about me. Like, I know you did. Don't lie to me. Like, and Brendan gives me army vibes. Like, I feel like he was in the military, so I'm like, he can fuck you up, Nick. Like,
the only thing about Nick, I'm like, so how do you get into the luxury watch dealing? How do you get there? How do you get there? Like, I'm just curious because I'm like, do you know someone who also was like, how do you get, like, because I'm like, that to me seems like an interesting job. But that's the only good thing I will say about Nick is like his job is interesting. He is, I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
Thinks he's funnier than he is. Not funny, and he's self-hating gay person.
Yep. So we'll finish off with Mexico.
Yes.
Everybody pack your bags. We're going to Tulum. Is that where they went? Where'd they go? Baja.
They're on the
Baja.
Western coast.
I'm gonna throw it out there and go, I don't know what KB was thinking when she thought Ed was gonna kill bugs. He ain't killing bugs. No, he ain't killing bugs. God bless that poor little soft man.
No.
I also, like, that first night, I was like, I don't trust Joe. I feel like he's gonna bail. Like, he just, that whole conversation, like, it just seems so awkward and forced. Like, once again, it just feels like a Nick and Hannah situation where it was just like, it felt really forced. Nothing was gonna happen. And, like, I don't know. And like, what's her name? Madison? Please, like, just be smarter. Because, like, let's go to the pool party. Because nothing really happened before that. Other than we got everybody's nighttime routines and learned about that. And, like, fucking, once again, Ed's like, you're taking your eyelashes off. Like,
no, it's so, like,
I'm like, have you never been around girls before, bro? Like,
I saw, when I was on Reddit, I saw a girl who had gone, like, this girl was in the thread, and she was like, I actually went on a date with Edmund 2 years ago. People were like, jealous. But she was like, so apparently she was like, you know, we were talking for about 2 weeks, and then he, for the date, invited me over to his house.
Oh.
And she was like, you know, but I guess they had mutual friends. He lived in a condo that she was aware of and knew other people there. So she was.
So they clearly had interactions ahead of time?
Well,
or like group setting?
But they
okay.
met, but like they had mutuals.
Listen, we don't judge. We've all gone to a guy's house on the first date.
So she went there. She was like, it started off well. Like they were baking cookies and stuff. But then, whatever. That's fine. Right. So then they're baking cookies, but then they were like watching TV or whatever, and like he was trying to get kind of like aggressively sexual with her. And she's like, no, I don't want to do this. And then basically he was like, he didn't kick her out, but she was like, I think I'm gonna leave. And he texted her like, you know, let me know you got home safe, and then they never spoke again. So
that tracks. That tracks.
It tracks based on the Mexico interaction. So we have the mixer,
which we all know how Netflix likes to put a very little amount of food, lots of alcohol, and sun.
You know what? Okay, so Joe got super annoying. Jordan, and I know that type of guy, and I know the type of like humor and it's not funny.
No,
it's not funny. I find for most
women,
it's actually
Joe. Like, Jordan, I like you, but you and Joe should never be in the same room together. He brings out your worst side.
Absolutely.
Joe, I am convinced, is on something else.
Oh, yeah?
100%. Because either he was trashed.
Oh, he was trashed.
Or he was on something else.
I mean, maybe, but he was definitely trashed.
Like, he was 100%. And just like the interaction in the hotel room after the fact.
Okay, but Joe's not my. Did you hear at the mixer when Annie was like, "Get away from me, Joe"?
No.
I don't know.
Why did she give me such like? She literally gave me preacher wife vibes.
I don't know if they had some bad encounter in the pod,
probably,
or if she was just not loving what was going on. But yeah, she was like, "Get away from me, Joe!" Like, she's brutal, but whatever. It was that part was kind of funny. But so Joe. I think at a certain point recognized I'm wasted, and he was like, I'm going back to the room.
Yeah.
And he was like, you don't have to come. come, don't come. Like,
I think she just like that
mad about.
No, but that was very confusing to me. Like, because I think he was just like, well, you can come if you want, but if you don't want to come, blah, blah, blah. I was like, just say, like, I'm going to bed, do whatever you want. Like, I don't know. I think.
But I'm like, I felt like he was wasted. So I don't fault him for not being like, nice with what he was saying. Like, I didn't feel like that was a big deal. Like, when we were in Mexico,
him leaving wasn't a big deal. I think just like everything surrounding it is what really pissed me off.
Leading up to him,
like just the being dismissive to, like, he was there just to have fun with the guys.
Oh, for sure.
Like, absolutely. I think 100% that's what he was looking for. Yes. And I'm like, that's not really the point of it. It's the point to like get to know everybody else, but you already know the guys. Yeah. So sit with your fiance, talk to the girls, get to know the girls, maybe pull a little Ed and rub some feet.
How old is he again?
27, I think.
Yeah.
No, 32?
27. So he's young. Like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't like the lead up to him leaving. Yeah, like him and
his behavior in general, him and Jordan. And I think that's where I'm like, that's where I pegged. I'm like, Megan, you are 100% older than 32 because you fucking mommied him.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like, I don't like the way. Stop! Cut it out! You know, like when you can see your mom across the way, and she's like,
"You get in that."
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I wasn't happy with how he was at the mixer, but then I wasn't too mad at him for like recognizing like I'm freaking wasted.
Yeah,
I'm getting
fair.
out of here.
Yeah, fair. Go to bed. Cool. Whatever.
So when she came back, like I have had that where I have been like sleeping something off.
Yeah.
Been startled awake, and you're totally disoriented.
But I'm like, was it a startle awake? Because I felt like she was just like, Joe.
Well, but I think he was like, whoa, like. You know,
but then he just started to get like really weird, so I don't know if he was having like a secondary drunk or like.
Yeah, I think so, like
because I was like, I literally thought he was on something.
And he says, I'm like, everyone has woken up from a nap.
Oh, for sure.
Very confused.
For sure. And you don't know if there's staff in there. Like, you don't know. Like, there's probably producers in there or something. Camera guys, sound guy or something.
Like, you could see the camera, like, because they were trying to get out of the way of the mirror, but you could see that they were in there. So I think he was very disoriented, confused. Like, he had not had enough water. I feel like he was also very dehydrated.
Yes.
So I feel like there was all this going on.
And I feel like she's already feeling insecure because of the situation.
Also, at this point, she had been out in the sun drinking until the evening.
Yeah.
So I feel like that what should have happened was she should have just not even woken him up.
Just gone to bed.
Had a shower, gone to bed, and then just started fresh in the morning.
I think though, I think she's starting to pick up on the vibes that like he's not interested. So I think it's the insecurities getting the best of her, and she's starting to like spiral through it a bit. And then so she's going into like panic mode of being like, hey, like, are you okay? Like let me try to like smooth it over. Honey, it's not gonna work. I was literally like, please have some like self-respect and just leave at this point. Like, just say that, you know what, I'm gonna go home. This isn't working. Leave the ring for him. Yeah. Because it's never gonna get better. No. Like this is what your life will be like.
Some previews, and it does not seem like he even makes it.
No. It doesn't seem like a lot of them do from those previews.
I know.
And then like, I don't know, once again, is it Nick? Yeah, Nick. Nick is Lizard Eyes.
Lizard Eyes.
Thanks, Ali, for that one.
That was a good one.
That was a great one.
Yes.
She clocked him immediately. She was like, no. I also think that like, I don't like the fact that what did he say? Like after the fact when him and Annie are talking and he was like, oh yeah, we don't talk about that type of stuff. You guys were literally all talking about who had sex and who didn't.
Yes.
Like like you're just a big fat fucking liar.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
he's lying to himself, he's lying to everybody else.
I can't. Yeah. But and then poor Ali's on her period. And then let's just quickly finish off with the Ed and KB. Sorry, her name is Calabria, but I'm just gonna call her KB. I mean, beautiful name, but like I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. So we'll just call her KB.
KB.
Out of respect.
One, he has some weird foot fetish. It's fine. Everybody has their kinks. I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily want everybody to know that in the world, but hey, go off, king. This is where I think his insecurities were popping through.
Yeah.
Because he fucking popped off about the fact that they did not have sex and that she wanted to wait.
I think he is getting the sense that she is not as into it as he is.
But I feel like she's like there. Like, I feel like she's giving it a try, but I feel like it's gonna just take her a little bit, and fair. But I just don't appreciate that he like started to like attack her previous life choices, and he was like, "Oh, so what? You could fuck all those other random guys and not me?"
Other couples that have
waited. Yeah.
So I'm like, that doesn't like. I'm like, buddy, like you can't let that bother you. Like even if.
And I think it was the guys. Once again, the guys were getting in his head about stuff.
I know, but that's why I think that he's, and maybe she isn't giving that vibe, but I think for him it's like
he's picking up on and he was like, he's always been the nice guy, which, like, you know what, I can kind of understand that. You're a little bit dorky, you're a little bit off collar and weird and quirky and whatever. I'm sure you get friend zoned a lot, bro. But like, you can't be listening to these other fuckers because they're all fuck boys. Mm-hmm. Like, with the exception of Anton, I think. But like, and Jordan, yeah. I think he was just so caught up in the moment with Joe and just like being stupid and making stupid jokes.
I think that was just, we're super drunk.
Yeah.
I don't think
I think they've all been cooped up in the pods for so long, and like they're getting out of their sexual frustrations and everything like that. Yeah, I was like, there's no need to like be dogging on her for her previous lifestyle.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is where you can tell she's a social worker and she has like a psychology background and stuff like that. Because she was like, listen, like, she made a comment about the fact that like sex clearly means more to him than it does to her or other people or to the guys or whatever. But she was like, I genuinely think this could, like, whether she means it or not, she says to him, like, I think this could be something long term, and I want to make sure that we're making the right decision and we're getting to know each other even more, and we're building that before we get there. I also am like,
the alternative is she can sense he likes her more than.
I also wonder if he's ever had sex.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think he has. But part of me wonders that, like, is she seeing how he is now and she's starting to check out?
Well, we see the previews and it's like, and I know how Netflix is now about how they skew stuff and whatever, but even the previews are starting to be like, oh, I don't know if I have hope in them.
Right. So I'm wondering though if she doesn't want to have sex because she's like, I don't want him to have that.
He's gonna get attached.
Yes, further attachment, and it's like maybe it's best if we don't, and then eventually clean.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, or maybe she wants to see, like, sex aside, like, can it grow more for her, maybe, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's just a wait and see. But now that we have our couples, so we have Anton and Allie, Madison and Joe, Ed and KB, Nick and Annie, and Megan and Jordan. So I'm looking forward to it. They'll probably release three episodes next week?
Is it only 3?
I don't know. I'm gonna assume they'll do 3.
Another block.
3.
They could do 6 and 1.
Because how many? No, there's only ever 10 episodes, right? And then a reunion. I think so. So we've already done 6. So we might get 2. So 2, or like 2, 2, and then a reunion.
I think they're only going to have 3 drops normally.
So then, yeah. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, maybe we'll get like. But I think the reunion's kind of like on its own, which I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, so we'll wait for those next drops, and then yeah, Love Is Blind is back, and thanks guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Sugar and spice.